Yo, what's good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. So, Gilbert Arenas claims Kobe Bryant would have averaged 40 to 50 points if he played on Michael Jordan's Bulls. And I say cap. No disrespect to Kobe, one of my favorite players. Love Kobe. In my top 5. So, don't get me wrong. But 40 to 50 points if he played on the Bulls, stop it. If you want to say 30 to 35, okay. But 40 to 50, come on, man. So this is what Gilbert Arenas had to say. If you took Kobe Bryant and you put him on that Bulls team, just take Jordan out. Put Kobe Bryant on that team. Kobe's averaging 40 to 50 for the season. But you know what's crazy? Contrary to what Gilbert Arenas believe, obviously Kobe knows this. 90s basketball is tougher, more aggressive. The way Kobe could score in the 2Ks, he wouldn't be able to in the 90s. Yes, he would still be great. Kobe's going to be Kobe regardless. But would he be able to score as easily in the 90s? No. Tougher defense. More aggressive. More aggression. So what Kobe could do in the 2Ks with the no hand checking, the game became soft. He wouldn't be able to do in the 90s. I'm sorry. With teams like the Knicks and all these teams who played really tough basketball, really football basketball, to be honest. Kobe Bryant would not average 40 to 50 points. Stop the cap. And I love Kobe, but come on, man. Stop the cap. Gilbert Arenas continued. There ain't no defense there. There was no defense. I'm sorry. There was no defense. Y'all couldn't shoot the ball to put it in the basket. That was the difference. Like Jordan was a great shooter. He could shoot the ball. So when he got to his spot, it was cash money. Everybody else, stop. Y'all didn't shoot the ball well. There was no threat. So Gilbert Arenas is saying, beyond Michael Jordan, nobody else could shoot. They weren't good shooters, so there wasn't any competition really. Hence the reason why he's saying Kobe Bryant would have averaged 40 to 50 points in the 90s. And that sounds stupid, beyond stupid. So why didn't Kobe average 40 to 50 in the 2Ks? I'm not talking early 2Ks when Shaq was on the team. Once Shaq went to Miami, Shaq departed to Miami. Kobe, it's your team now. Why didn't he average 40 to 50? It was your team. Even before Gasol got on board. Why didn't Kobe average 40 to 50? And once again, this is no disrespect to Kobe. He's in my top 5. One of my favorite players. He's number 2 on my list. So clearly I'm not trying to disrespect Kobe. I'm just asking a valid question. If the 90s is more tougher defensively, more aggressive, Kobe played in the 2Ks, which had no hand check. It was softer. The game changed a little bit. Why didn't he average 40 to 50 in the 2Ks if he could average 40 to 50 in the 90s? I don't know if Gilbert Arenas actually think about what he's saying or he just gets online and start talking. Because it sounds stupid. We all know in 2005, 2006, Kobe Bryant averaged 35 points, 4 points per game. So he averaged over 30 before, don't get me wrong. But 40 to 50? Come on. Why do you think we're always saying if Jordan played in this era, he would average 50 or 45? Why do people always say that? If Michael Jordan played in the 2Ks, he would average 40 to 45, even 50. Why? Because there's no hand checking. There's no defense. It's not as aggressive. You don't have the Detroit Pistons who's going to knock you on your butt every chance they get. That's the reason why they say these things. So how is it that Kobe would average 40 to 50 in the 90s? Make it make sense, somebody. Make it make sense. This is coming from Gilbert Arenas. Kobe Bryant played in a modernized version of the league. He came in 96, transitioned into the 2Ks. So basically he came in 4 years later, he's in the 2Ks. And that's about the time he came into his own when he started getting minutes. Shaq got traded to the team, to the Lakers, and the rest is history. So Kobe played, a little bit in the 90s, not much. But most of his time he played from 99 onwards. And we all could agree, there's no defense in modern NBA. Modern basketball, there's no defense. Or it's not as aggressive as the 90s and 80s. So how would he be more successful in the 90s if In the 2Ks, there's less defense, no hand checking, and everybody want to be your friend, basically. So wouldn't he score 40 to 50 in the 2Ks instead of the 90s? I'm just asking some question that makes sense because Gilbert Arenas seems to know all the answers. You hear him talk and it's like, what is he talking about? Every time Gilbert Arenas says something, I'm like, what is he talking about? That's always my response. Because there's always some wild, outlandish, crazy takes. So I don't know if he just talks without thinking, and that seems like it could be the case. I doubt it, but I don't get it. We know Michael Jordan averaged 37 points in the 1987 season. Kobe did his 35.4 in the 2Ks. And if somebody's going to drop 40 or 50, it would be MJ. Do Kobe have those abilities? Of course, but I'm just saying. So Arenas saying Kobe would drop 40 or 50 in the 90s, it's just another attempt to discredit the 90s, downgrade the 90s, devalue the 90s and players in the 90s. It's just another attempt to big up the 2Ks, and that is what he's been doing forever. Obviously, he's from the 2Ks. He came in the league in the 2Ks, 2001? So he came in the 2Ks. He's a 2K baby as far as the league, I'm saying. So, of course, he's going to always try to shit on the 90s, shit on the 80s, and anything prior to 2Ks. That's what Arenas does. It's his normal behaviors. Always talking crazy about the 90s and the 80s and earlier players. And all the 2K players are more skilled. They're better. They could do this better, that better. But somehow everybody keep teaming up. Everybody keep forming Voltron. Isn't that funny? All these players are so much better. They're so athletic, they're so skilled. Yet everybody seems to keep teaming up. We need to get together to win championship. Let's all come together. So all these great players keep coming on teams, teaming up. I mean, make it make sense, man. Make it make sense. On paper, Kobe might seem like the better scorer than Michael Jordan. I'm talking historically. Kobe played longer than Michael. Think about that. Michael basically played like 13 seasons. He played 15 when he came back and went to the Wizards, but really he played like 13. It took Kobe 20 seasons. Kobe played 20 seasons to eclipse Michael Jordan, pass him on the all-time scoring list. Imagine if MJ played 20 seasons. Think about that. Once again, this is no shot to Kobe. I'm just trying to put things in context so you can understand what I'm saying. It took LeBron James 21 seasons to break Kareem's record. The point I'm making is if you play long enough, you will surpass some people, you will break some records. That doesn't mean you're better. No, it just means you played longer. So eventually, the points are going to rack up. The stats are going to keep racking up. That's common sense. But yeah, man, let me know what your thoughts are. Comment below. Holla at me. But as always, I'll holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share. Holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.